or your first Who Am I round for the evening. I'm just going to explain how this works. There's a couple of new teams I think tonight, so I'll just explain how this one works. I'm going to give you a series of clues as to who the celebrity is that I am. If you guess it on the first clue, you'll get 10 points. Guess it on the second clue for 8 points, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for further clues. The clues are going to get progressively easier. So if you guess it early on, you're guessing it on a clue that's quite tricky. Obviously, the clues get a lot easier to guess as time goes on and your points come down. You can only guess once. So if I did this quiz in the cricket club like I normally do, I would go around and collect in a piece of paper from each team when they decide they want to hand it in. So it's up to you when you hand it in. There's no handing in of it though, so don't send me any messages, and please don't put anything on the group chat with reference to who you're going for. But just be honest with yourselves about when you would have handed it in if you were going to do so, and then we'll mark them at the end. So if you decide to guess for 8 points, and then 2 or 3 more clues come down the line, I think you know it then at 4 points. Unfortunately, if you've gone for 8, you've gone for 8. So it's either 8 or 0 for the round at that point. So it's entirely up to you when you guess it, but you can only guess once. Is that clear to everybody? Or if anyone's not clear, can you just speak up? Evening, Graham. Just looking on, just about to get started.
Perfect timing, Johnny. Good to see you. Good to see everybody.
Right, so your Who Am I round for 10 points. I was born on the 14th of June, 1955 in Tranmere. I was born on the 14th of June, 1955 in Tranmere.
Oh, might be a 10-pointer here, Johnny.
You're not muted at the minute, so don't say it if you don't think you know it.
Right. So I'll mute myself.
There we go. Everyone's muted now. Right, so by all means, if you do decide you want to guess it, put in the group chat how many points you're going for, so everyone can see when you're handing them in. But please do not put any clues in it, or don't put any reference to who you're going for in the group chat. Just put the number you're going for. Going for 8 or going for 6 or wherever it may be. But do not put who you think it is in the group chat, please. So your first clue for 10 points, I was born on the 14th of June, 1955 in Tranmere. No takers for 10, not unusual. For 8 points, I am an ambassador for I am an ambassador for the Save the Children charity. I am an ambassador for the Save the Children charity. David Inique going for 8. That's a good 8. If you get 8 there, you've done well. We shall see. I can see your faces as well, which is always good. Because when I read out the next clues, I'm always watching, seeing, do they start sulking and moaning that it's gone wrong, or are they confident? And we'll see where you stand then.
Hey?
Can't believe he sat at your dressing gown.
Good evening, Paula and Phil. I can catch you up very, very, very quickly, don't worry. I've done Who Am I, as it always is, but your clue for 10 points was I was born on the 14th of June. In fact, Sarah's just going on as well, so let me make sure they're in as well and I can get started. Lee, can you wave if you can hear me? Cool, right. I've just started your Who Am I. For 10 points, I was born on the 14th of June, 1955 in Tranmere. And your clue for 8 points was I'm an ambassador for Save the Children charity. So that's where we're up to so far. So I was born on the 14th of June, 1955 in Tranmere, and I am an ambassador for Save the Children charity. So there's a few come in there. Kath Pollock's coming for 8 points. Greg O'Donoghue's coming for 8 points as well. So there's a few coming in there quite early. It's interesting. For those just joining, the picture round and the wipeout round are on the Facebook group as well, so you've been cracking on with those. I think I'll give you enough time there for 8. So I'm going to give you a clue for 6 points now. I have a weekend show on Radio 2. I have a weekend show on Radio 2. So I was born on the 14th of June 1955 in Tranmere. I'm an ambassador for Save the Children charity, and I have a weekend show on Radio 2. Louise 6, Paul 6, a couple more coming in there for 6 points. Joe's gone for 6, Constantine's going for 6, McGee's gone for 6. So that's about half that are in so far, I think. Born 14th of June 1955 in Tranmere. I'm an ambassador for Save the Children charity, and I have a weekend show on Radio 2. There are your clues so far. It's got for 6 points, that is now. Paul was gone for 6 as well. Clue for 5 points. I have my own production company named Olga TV. I have my own production company named Olga TV. My mum's gone for 5. So Olga TV, the giveaway for you, Mum.
Yeah.
Right, interesting. Jean gone for 5. Paul's gone for 5. Terry's gone for 5. Sharon, Rose and Chloe for 5. There's a few others gone for that on the back of Olga TV, I think. Was gone for 5. Your clue for 4 points. I have presented some TV shows in drag. I have presented some TV shows in drag. That's the sort of clue where if you've got it wrong, I think you might know you've got it wrong. Wadsworth's gone for 4, Mary's gone for 4, Boovy's gone for 4, Ryan's gone for 4, Joby gone for 4. Yeah, so they're flooded in there for the ones that hadn't got the earlier clues. I don't think there's many left to come in, so I'll speed up a little bit through the clues now. For 3 points, one of those TV shows was Blankety Blank. I am also known for presenting my own TV show, For the Love of Dogs. So one of the TV shows I presented in drag was Blankety Blank, but I'm also known for presenting my own TV show, For the Love of Dogs. Your clue for 2 points. My drag character was Lily Savage. My drag character was Lily Savage. And for 1 point, my initials are P.O. P for Papa, O for Oscar. So the answer to your first Who Am I is, of course, Paul O'Grady. So let's have a look. Who scored what on that round? I'm hoping there's a 0 in there. There normally is. So Mary's got the 4, I think she went for. Dave and Anique, 0, thanks to Dave. I've always got to ask, who did you go for to get a 0? Scored 4, what my dad said it at 10 for the Wadsworths. He knows his drag acts. Boothie 4, Ryan 4, Jean 5, Paula 6, my mum got 5, Sharon, Rose and Chloe 5, Sarah and Lee 5, Terry 5, Was 5, Louise, Joe both 6, Graham 6, Paul 5, Greg O'Donoghue 8, Esther Hanson, she went for that on 8.
I nearly went for that.
My mum said she nearly went for Esther Hanson as well. Paul Walker 6. It looks like Greg's done very well getting an 8 there. I can't remember else. Someone else went for an 8 as well. One of the 8s was ended up with a 0, but Greg's got the 8 he went for, which is very, very, very good. I think that's really good on that one. I was actually going to say I'm an ambassador of Save the Children charity and also an ambassador for Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. And at the last minute, I thought I'm going to take that off because I think that's too easy as a clue at that point. So if you got it for that Save the Children charity, you've done very, very well there. So yeah, make a note of how many points you scored on that round. Kath was the one who went for 8 as well. Kath gets 8. Very well done. Very, very well done to get 8 on that round. So make a note of how many points you scored on that round. We'll tot them all up at the end and see who scored what. But I'm going to move on to your first 10 general knowledge questions, and then we'll have a little break, let you crack on with your pictures and your wipe out, and then crack on with the other half. So, questions 1 to 10. So, question 1. Which soft drinks company makes Iron Brew? It's actually made by a few, but the main producer of Iron Brew. Which soft drinks company makes Iron Brew? So after everyone moaning last week that they're all too hard, I think I've toned it down a little bit on my difficulty, but we shall see. It certainly didn't stop the Constantine scoring mid-50s anyway. That was a massive score last week. Question 2. What's the English name for the Welsh national anthem? What is the English name for the Welsh national anthem? Question 3. What started in Pudding Lane in 1666? What started in Pudding Lane in 1666? Why do I get the impression that one's going to be a funny answer? All right. Question 3. What started in Pudding Lane in 1666? Question 4. How many stars make up Orion's belt? How many stars make up Orion's belt?
I don't know, Crossy. I'll just have a look behind me.
Graham joins us from the moon this week. I've always said he's a moon man.
People often call me a spaceman, so it's nothing new. You can't make fun of yourself. You can't make fun of anybody, can you? Now I'm Simon Booth.
Question 5. Which country's rugby union side are the Pumas? Yeah. Which country's rugby union side are the Pumas? Do you? No, I've no faith that you're going to get that right at all. Question 6. In the casino dice game, Craps, what nickname is given to Double One?
Did you say craps or crabs?
Craps. In the casino dice game, Craps, what name is given to Double One? What nickname is given to Double One? What's crabs anyway? How do you play that?
It's crab stuff. I'm thinking of cribbage. I don't know.
I thought you used to catch them.
Crabs.
I didn't know you played it. Not that I'm speaking from experience, by the way.
So in the casino dice game, craps, what nickname is given to double one? That's question 6. Question 7. Right, listen carefully to this one. In which country did the last Summer Olympics of the 20th century held in Europe take place? In which country did the last Summer Olympics of the 20th century that were held in Europe take place? Question 8. In which decade was Cassius Clay born? In which decade was Cassius Clay born?
What number question is that, Johnny?
That's number 8, that one, Graham. Question 9. Which group of hills run between England and Scotland? Which group of hills run between England and Scotland?
What number was that, bud?
That one was number 9. Which group of hills run between England and Scotland is number 9. Question 10, last one before we have a little break. What does Elmer J. Fudd hunt? What does Elmer J. Fudd hunt? That's question 10. So I'm going to let you have a little break. I'll repeat the 7 for you in just a second. I'm going to let you have a little break. For those that joined late, you can be cracking on with your picture round and your wipeout round, which I posted on the group a little while ago. And then if we get the wipeout round ready to essentially hand in at 8:15, so 11 minutes time, we will see who scored what on that round and then crack on with the second half. So a couple of repeats that have come through. Question 7. In which country did the last Summer Olympics of the 20th century that was held in Europe take place? So I'm looking for the last Summer Olympic event in Europe of the 20th century. I want the country that it took place in. Question 9 again. Which group of hills run between England and Scotland? That's question 9. And question 10. What does Elmer J. Fudd hunt? What does Elmer J. Fudd hunt? Hunt, as in H-U-N-T. He's a hunter. What does he hunt? Elmer J. Fudd. If anyone wants any of the repeats, just bang them into the group chat for me and I'll happily go through them. But take this 10-minute time to be cracking on with your wipeouts and your pictures. And if you want to get your base tops up, go and get your base tops up or put kettle on or whatever you want to do. Everyone looks like they're sat in front of the screen, good to go. So let's fire away with some answers on this. We're going to mark your wipeout round. So I wanted any of the top 10 most southerly capital cities. I wanted the countries that they're in. I'm going to read through the city and I'll give you the country as well. Mark it right if you got it right. Any wrong on this round, you lose all your points. I'll start at number 1 and work my way down. So the most southerly capital city is Wellington, which is the capital of New Zealand. So a point if you put New Zealand. Second is Canberra for Australia. Third is Montevideo for Uruguay. Fourth is Buenos Aires for Argentina. Fifth is Cape Town for South Africa. There's actually two. I'm going to give you about 11. There's actually 2 named for South Africa, so I'll give you the 11th as well. I don't know why it does that, because that's not the capital.
I've got Africa.
South Africa is fine.
Can we have Pretoria?
Yeah, I've just noticed, but that's on there as number 10, which is what I class as the capital, not Cape Town. So I don't know why it's on twice. So I'll give you the 11th one as well. But South Africa. 6th is Santiago, Chile. 7th, I'll be impressed if you got the capital city, but the capital city is Maseru, and it's Lesotho, which is the landlocked country inside South Africa. Number 8 is Mbabane, Swaziland. Number 9 is Maputo, which is capital of Mozambique. Number 10 is Pretoria, which is the capital of South Africa, which means that I will give you the 11th, which is Asuncion, the capital of Paraguay. So, to recap on those, we've got New Zealand, Australia, Uruguay, Argentina, South Africa, Chile, Lesotho, Swaziland, Mozambique, and Paraguay are your 10 countries. Just missing out, Botswana, Namibia, Tonga, and Mauritius. They're all just missing out. So let's see what people scored on there. Oh, I don't know where the gap was for where people said what they were claiming. So it looks like people are getting 5, 5, 5. Aidan gets the 9 he went for. That's fantastic if you got 9 on that round. Sarah 5. Jean gets a 0, wipes out. Terry 5. Kath wipes out. Wadsworth 4. Paula and Phil wipe out. Paul gets 7. Ryan wipes out. Was 7. Paul 7. Sharon Rose and Chloe 7. My mum gets the 3 that she went for. So there's a few wipeouts there. Aidan, I've got to ask you, or Aidan, Phil, Constantine, which was the one that you didn't get out of the 10? Is it Lesotho? No, you got that one.
Mozambique.
You didn't get Mozambique. Fair enough. I don't think many people will have got Mozambique there. So there's a few wiping out. Ryan, Paula, Kath, Jean. But it looks like most people are coming away with what they went for there, which is it's quite impressive. That's a really difficult round. And scored 9 on that, by the way, is really, really well done. So well done to Constantine's on the 9 there. Right. So moving on to your second half of tonight's quiz. So we're going to go with the Who Am I first, but it's not a Who Am I, it's a What Am I. So same rules apply. 10 points, 8 points, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to give you a series of clues as to what the thing is that I am. You can only hand it in once. Please do not put your answer in the chat box. Just put the number you're going for so we can all see who's claiming what. But don't put the answer down in there if you don't mind. So for 10 points, your clue is construction of me was finished in 1372. Construction of me was finished in 1372. McGreevy, tempted for 10. So's my mum, tempted for 10. Really?
Yeah.
Construction of me was finished in 1372. What do you reckon, Graham? You going for it?
I heard something on the news today, and it's just twigging.
Right.
And I'm thinking, is it that?
Right. Okay. I've not I've not heard anything on the news, and you know, I know sometimes people say, "Have you been watching Tenable?" Because there's a similar question or something. And
No, it was on the news. It was on the news today, and I'm thinking,
right?
Has he got the question for tonight off that?
Right, okay.
That's why.
So your clue for 10 points: construction of me was finished in 1372. Your clue for 8 points: I am 56 meters or 183 feet tall. So Joe's going for 10.
I'm gonna go.
Must have just got it in before I give that second clue out then. Paul was going for 8. My mum's going to go for 8 as well. So construction of me was finished in 1372, and I am 56 meters or 183 feet tall. McG looks like he's going for 8. He's nodding away. Joby 8 was 8. A few coming in there. They're quite early, I think.
Johnny, just repeat the height again.
Yeah, 56 meters or 183 feet, depending on which way you're inclined. For 6 points, I have survived at least 4 strong earthquakes. I have survived at least 4 strong earthquakes. That's your clue for 6 points. So construction of me was finished in 1372. I am 56 meters or 183 feet tall, and I have survived at least 4 strong earthquakes. So there's a few coming for 6. Mary, Paul, Louise all coming in for 6 there. Ryan's in for 6 as well. Wadsworth's for 6. Sharon, Rose and Chloe for 6 as well. Your clue for 5 points. I'm a World Heritage Site and I'm one of the most famous buildings in the world. I am a World Heritage Site and I am one of the most famous buildings in the world. Dave and Anique, 5. Terry gone for 5. So construction of me was finished in 1372. I'm 56 meters or 183 feet tall. I've survived at least 4 strong earthquakes, and I'm a World Heritage Site and one of the most famous buildings in the world. That was your last clue for 5 points. For 4 points, I am a freestanding bell tower. I am a freestanding bell tower. Constantine's gone for 4. Jean's gone for 4 as well. For 3 points, I am situated in Italy. For 3 points, I am situated in Italy. Boothy's gone for 3. Sarah gone for 3. You confident?
Yeah.
So you were the face you pulled before was my little blunder to Boothie
Yeah.
when I said about 56 metres or
So you know I'm
183
not
feet.
cheating. I've wrote it down.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
In case you thought I was cheating.
So a couple more come in there for 3. For 2 points, I am leaning at an angle of about 4 degrees. So the clue that I gave Boothie before was I am either 56 metres or 183 feet tall, depending on which way inclined you are, which was a little bit of a clue. Didn't realise at the time.
My face said it all.
I know, yeah, my mum picked up on that one, so I thought she's got it right if she's pulled a face that one. So I'm situated in Italy was for 3, and I'm leaning at about 4-degree angle. It was for 2. And for 1 point, I am a building in Pisa, P-I-S-A. And if you can't put the last 2 clues together, that I'm leaning at an angle of 4 degrees and I'm a building in Pisa, then you shouldn't really be doing quizzes online. So I am the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So, how did people score on that round? Let's have a look. There's some early ones. I think Joe went for 10 and there's a few others going. So we've got Mary got the 6 you went for, Aidan for the 4, Louise 6, Ryan 6, Sharon Rose and Chloe 6, Paul Blinkhorn 6, David Inique 5, Terry 5, Boothie gets a 3, Joby gets 8, Jean Dunn 4, the Wadsworths get 6, Greg 6, Paula 8, was 8, Graham McGreevy 8, Sarah gets 4, my mum gets 8 that she went for, Kath gets 6, Sarah gets 3, and Joe gets 10. Wow. So I don't think there's a blank on that round. I don't think anyone has got that one wrong. So massive, massive congratulations to everyone there. But 10 points. Construction of me was finished in 1372.
Can I say, I nearly went for it at that.
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I nearly went for it at that.
I mean, for that clue, that's an exceptional guess. Well done. That really is. Graham, out of interest, you were talking about a radio thing. Was that building the building that was on the radio, or was it something different?
No, it was something different.
Something different. No worries. Good job we didn't go for 10 then.
No. Today, they were talking about Notre Dame Cathedral, about taking 40,000 tons of scaffolding down that melted when it had the fire. And I just thought it may have been that.
I put it on. Notre Dame was on. I can't remember how long ago, but it was on one of my first What Am I's that I did. Probably about 7 or 8 weeks ago. I think I put the Notre Dame on there.
Crossy, if you'd have told me yesterday, I wouldn't have remembered.
So yeah, very well done to everyone there. Put your scores down so you can toss them up at the end and see what you got. But don't forget to add those ones on. So we're going to move on to your second 10 questions of tonight's quiz. So second 10 general knowledge questions, then we'll rattle through some answers. So question 11. Americans call it tic-tac-toe. What do we call it? Americans call it tic-tac-toe. What do we call it? Boothie says, why's Ian Pollock got his Christmas jumper on? Got a point.
He's freezing. Freezing cold.
Freezing.
What time are the burgers tomorrow? Ask him to be honest.
How did his house go on?
I don't know, actually. I have no idea. I didn't have it back up. Louise, ask Daz how our horses got on.
Nobody knows.
No.
Tic-tac-toe.
Question 12.
Crossy, he said he don't know, he's not supposed to kneel, he'll get...
No worries. Question 12. Which wedding anniversary is celebrated with China gifts? Which wedding anniversary is celebrated with China gifts? Question 13. Which part of the grape does red wine contain that white wine does not? Which part of the grape does red wine contain that white wine does not? Looks like Cass doing a bit of market research there as well. There we go. Another one, and then you'll probably know after another one, I reckon, Cass. Question 14. Who killed 5 prostitutes in London in 1888? Who killed 5 prostitutes in London in 1888?
I don't know, I weren't around, but I'll have a guess.
I don't think anyone were blaming you, Graham, don't worry. I keep thinking of doing a serial killer round as well, but I think it might be a little bit sinister. I have put a few on the picture round though. Shipman's been on it a couple of times, I'm sure. Question 15. In which city does Batman live? In which city does Batman live? What do you reckon, Mum? Bradford? No?
Bradford? No. I know that. I know the answer to it.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Question 16. What was Blue Peter's first dog called? What was Blue Peter's first dog called?
Do I get an extra point if I tell you who owned it?
No. Just because I can't check it. Sharon Rosenchloe says, do it, I love real murder. It's just a little bit dark, that, isn't it? Serial killer quiz. I know a dog called Brian. Brian Griffin? I think you mean Gazzy's Brian. Question 17. What travels at the speed Mach 1? What travels at the speed Mach 1? Question 18. What toy takes its name from the Japanese for lovable egg? What toy takes its name from the Japanese for lovable egg? No, Paul, I did not say love eggs. not quite that kind of toy. But what toy takes its name from the Japanese for lovable egg? I had intended it to be a strictly PG quiz this week, but no, Paul comes along, boom. Question 19. Which famous 3-day music event took place on the 15th of August, 1969? Which famous 3-day music event took place on the 15th of August, 1969? And question 20, the last question of tonight's quiz. What was significant about the men? Another Olympics question, actually. What was significant about the men's 100-meter final at the 1968 Olympics? What was significant about the men's 100-meter final at the 1968 Olympics? That's your last question on tonight's quiz. So, as always, I'll give you a few minutes just to jot down fill in any blanks that you might have, and ask for any repeats that you might need, and I will go through some answers in just a few minutes' time. So, question 20 again, yeah, not a problem. What was significant about the men's 100-meter final at the 1968 Olympics? Any more repeats?
Crossy, will you just repeat number 12, please?
Yeah, not a problem. Again. Which
Please.
wedding anniversary is celebrated with China gifts?
Thank you.
No worries.
John,
17.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
we have
What travels at the speed Mach 1? What travels at the
Cheers.
speed Mach 1? It looks like Kath and Paul have just logged on. If you've just logged on now, I will probably suggest best thing to do. I've literally finished the quiz. We're just about to go through some answers. So I would probably suggest the best thing to do is to log out, and then Boothie will post the link to watch it on YouTube. That will go onto the Facebook group. You'll be able to then watch it on Facebook and play along as if you're doing it real time. But the picture round and the wipeout round have been put onto the group already. I'm just about to go through the answers to the 20 questions. And then you can, if you wanted to, do it after the event. That's not a problem. It'll be available on YouTube. There'll be a link on it on the Facebook page. Does anyone want any more repeats before we crack on through some answers?
What number do we want?
18.
Can we have number 18 again?
Can indeed, Kath, not a problem. What toy takes its name from the Japanese for lovable egg? Question 18 again.
Got it.
What toy takes its name from the Japanese for lovable egg? Right, last 60 seconds, and then we'll crack on and get through some answers. I'll have to find the picture ones, actually. I'll find the picture and I can... So you've got your answers to your wipeout. We've done that already. You've got your answers to your who am I. We've done those already. So we've got the picture round out of 15, and then we've got the actual general knowledge quiz out of 20. So we'll do the picture round first. Everyone's sat down, ready to go? Looks like it. Yeah, so your picture round answers. Number 1 is Disney or Walt Disney. Number 2 is Costa Coffee. Number 3, Ryanair. Number...
Is it not Heineken?
No, it's definitely not Heineken, that.
Oh.
Definitely Ryanair. Number 4, Louis Vuitton. Number 5, Vodafone. Number 6, Pepsi. Number 7 is the Discovery Channel. Number 8 is BP. You put Shell. Well, you're in the right bracket. You know it's a petrol station. Number 9 is Bacardi. Number 10, Mazda. Number 11, Instagram. Number 12, Suzuki. What have you put for 12?
No, you don't want to know.
What have you put for 12?
Swastika.
A swastika. Second Mick. S for swastika. Yeah, are you? Oh dear. It's a 1 week ban, that one. 13, Starbucks. 14, Red Bull. And 15, Snapchat.
I had ginseng for 14. Ginseng.
Dear me. So, what have we scored on that? Sharon, Rose and Chloe, full marks. Jean, full marks. Jean, full marks? Wow. Graham, full house with the help of Josh, 15 at 15. Wadsworth, 15. Joe, 15. Mary, 15. Aidan, 15. David Anique, 14. Greg, 14. Booby, 13. Paul, 13. Paula, 12. Louise, 15. Ryan, 15. Terry, 12. Was, 15. Kath, 15. Mum?
5.
5? 5?
I put Homer Simpson for 15.
Homer Simpson for 15. Dear me. What else? So Joby, 13. Paul, 13. Yeah, all high scores apart from my mum. She struggled on that round for some reason, but everyone else seems to have done nice and easy on that round. It was quite an easy one. Do like a logo quiz every now and again. Right, I'm going to move on to your 20 questions. Which soft drinks company make Iron Brew? That's bars. Question 2. What's the English name for the Welsh national anthem? Land of My Fathers. Question 3. What started in Pudding Lane in 1666? That's the Great Fire of London. Question 4. How many stars make up Orion's belt? 3. 3 stars make up Orion's belt. Question 5. The one that my mum was very confident on. Which country's rugby union side are the Pumas?
New Zealand.
Argentina.
Oh.
For the All Blacks.
Oh.
Question 6. In the casino dice game Craps, what nickname is given to Double One? Snake Eyes.
Oh.
Question 7. In which country did the last Summer Olympics of the 20th century held in Europe take place? That was Spain. 92. Barcelona. Question 8. In which decade was Cassius Clay born? Cassius Clay is Muhammad Ali, and he was born in the 1940s. Question 9. Which group of hills run between England and Scotland? That will be the Cheviots. Question 10. What does Elmer J. Fudd hunt? Elmer J. Fudd hunts Bugs Bunny. Elmer J. Fudd hunts Bugs Bunny.
Wabbits. Wabbits it is. Wabbits.
I'll let you have rabbits, but yeah. Bugs Bunny.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's wabbits.
Well, specifically, he wouldn't be on telly if he were just chasing rabbits, would he?
Pesky wabbits.
Wabbits. W-A. Wabbits.
Question 11. Americans call it tic-tac-toe. What do we call it? We call it noughts and crosses. Question 12. Which wedding anniversary is celebrated with China gifts? That will be the 20th wedding anniversary. Question 13. Which part of the grape does red wine contain that white wine does not? They use the skins in making red wine. They don't in white wine. Question 14. Who killed 5 prostitutes in London in 1888? That was Jack the Ripper. Question 15. In which city does Batman live? Batman lives in Gotham City. Question 16. What was Blue Peter's first dog called? It was Petra. Question 17. What travels at the speed Mach 1? Sound travels at the speed Mach 1. Question 18. What toy takes its name from the Japanese for lovable egg? Tamagotchi. Question 19. Which famous 3-day music event took place on the 15th of August 1969? Woodstock. And question 20. What was significant about the men's 100-metre final at the 1968 Olympics? It was the first with an all-black lineup. Quite topical. So let's get them totted up. Let's see what we score in total. 53 for the Constantines, defending champions. Can we beat 53 this week and knock them off top spot? They did very well on the wipeout round, but then struggled on one of the Who Am I's, I think, I recall. Sharon, Rose and Chloe, 44. Mary, 48. David Inique, 35. Boothie, 40. Mum, 33 for my mum. Jean, 37. Joby, 46. Was, 48. Wadsworth, 43. McGreevy, 54. Joe, 53. Sarah, 42. Ryan 40, Paula 41, Paul 43, Kath 48, Greg 50. Big score from you, that Greg. Well done. Paul 41. Any more to come in? Terry 40. Louise 50, that's Tom's coming, 50. I think they're all there or thereabouts coming in now. So it's got McGreevy at 54 at the minute, followed up by Joe and Aidan, Joe and the Constantines at 53. It could be a win for McGreevy. Any more? Come on, please, someone else. Please, someone come and say 55. 68 from Boothie. Well done, Boothie. I believe that's everyone, which means tonight's winner will be Graham with 54. Very well done. Top score, that. Really, 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 really big scores. Wipeout round, getting 9 on that, by the way, for the Constantines was exceptional. And getting 10 for Joe on the second Who Am I was really good as well. Getting that from just the day the building was finished was fantastic. So some big highlights there, to be fair. Sharon Rose and Chloe 53 if it wasn't for Wabbit though. Yeah, I get that, but he's right. He knows what it is. I never try and take points off someone in a quiz. So if it's obvious that they know the answer, I'll let them have it. The same with a wipeout round. If you put something that's obviously wrong, you'll lose your points. But if you put something that's a little bit ambiguous, and there's a reason why it's ambiguous, I normally lean on the side of giving it as a correct answer. So, you know, I'm not taking it off him for that, to be fair.
I thought tic-tac-toe was bingo. I got that one wrong.
That one. I did check that one as well because I wasn't 100% on it. But yeah, noughts and crosses. The only one I've not been able to confirm there was actually the 1968 final. When I searched for it, I can't really find it.
I didn't get that one right either.
But yeah, so well done to everyone that's taken part. Thank you all very much. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Quiz will continue as always next Tuesday. Starts at 7:15. I'm going to be posting the picture around the wipeout round. 7:45. I'll start with the first Who Am I. So you've got half an hour to log on and crack on with your rounds, and then we'll get going with the actual quiz at 7:45. So make sure you're on by 7:45 and you won't miss anything.
Well done, Crossy. Well done.
Cheers, Crossy.